Hello, this is Asa Leveaux. I am known as America's leading clarity coach. If you don't know what that means, this is what that means. I train entrepreneurs and decision makers from a place of total frustration to a place of clarity in their minds and in their money. That's what I do for people. This weekend so far has been a little different. And this is not going to be about business. This is going to be personal. So if you are someone that is single, you are someone that is looking to get married, you know someone that is single, you know someone that's looking to get married, this is going to be for them or for you, possibly. So, and at this moment, I'm like, I just made a cake. I just made a strawberry cake. Yep, I cook. Yep. So I just got the phone with someone that has been showing interest in me. People think your boy is cute. So someone is showing interest, a high level of interest as well. I'm talking about like, they respond every day. And not only respond, but initiate conversation. Like, there's always, like on iPhones, if you have one, like you say something, they say something, you say something, and then there's like that 3 little bubbles, like those 3 bubbles, like something is coming. Like, I always see bubbles with this person. That gets my attention. Someone who sends bubbles in that way. If you don't get that, then scratch it. All right, so they asked me a really good question tonight. They're like, so when are you wanting to make this official? When do you want to make this a thing? I said, I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. I understand. Asa, you said you are America's leading clarity coach. How can you not have clarity? What do you mean you're not quite sure? Well, this is what I mean by that. To be in a relationship with somebody, it's more than just, are you cute? It's more than just, do our Instagram profiles go good with one another? It's more than just, will my followers think you're hot when you show up on my stories? It's so much more than that. It's so much more. So I told this person, I said, it's not clear because I'm not done assessing you. Like, that's what getting to know someone is. That's what spending time with people means. It means getting to know someone. That's what I'm doing. I'm getting to know you, and I don't have all the facts yet. I don't have all the facts. Me being military trained, I've been almost 16 years in the military. How dare I go forth on a mission without reconning, without collecting data, collecting information? So I heard a preacher say, and I'm not going to name the preacher because I don't want to make this bad. Now, the story it's not really a story. It's not really a story, but it's something. Somebody help me out with the name once you hear it. So I heard this preacher say this thing once, and it really sat with me. It has been sitting with me since I heard it, and that was over a decade ago. And this is what they said. And it might not be true. I haven't even checked it. But I like the way it sounded, so I'm going to repeat it because I like the way it sounded, okay? So they were saying this. Okay, now think about this. If you're single, you know someone that's single, you're wanting to get married, or you know someone that's wanting to get married. Think about this. The story of how eagles do mating calls. All right. The female eagle, so if you're gay or bi, just stay with me. The female eagle takes a twig. The female eagle takes a twig, flies up, drops the twig. And they want to see if the male eagle is going to be able to catch the twig, okay? So she goes up, she drops the twig, and he catches it. All right, you did good, sir. You did good. So now what does she do? She gets a bigger twig or a small branch, the same weight as a baby chick. because she wants to know if something were to ever happen to one of her babies, he would be able to catch her or catch the baby. All right. So she takes this big twig or little branch, goes a little bit higher, right? And drops it. Now she's waiting to see if he's going to be able to actually catch this one. Remember, this is a little bit heavier than the last one. So he catches it. All right, sir, you did good. Now what does she do? She gets a branch the same weight as her, flies high, 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 high into the sky where she normally flies. Drops the branch, and she drops it from the altitude in which she usually operates from. It's his job to then catch that one, because she knows if he's able to catch that one, he'll be able to catch her. Now, this is an assessment type of process. This is not just a one and done. This isn't a hookup. This is an analysis of an individual looking to see if you are somebody that I can partner with for the long haul. I'm assessing your capabilities, and you can't always assess someone's capabilities on Tinder. You can't always assess somebody's capabilities on any other dating site or on Facebook or simply through video chat. Like, I get long distance relationships, that's where you started, but you're gonna have to meet, because even Skype can lie. Skype can lie. Yeah. So I say that to say this. When you're going after somebody, take your time to assess. Take your time to analyze the person, because I desire somebody. I get it that I'm a man. I understand that. And still, if something were to ever happen to me, I still have to have a partner that can catch me and catch what I have going on. So if you're worried about who was talking about who on somebody's goddamn Snapchat stories, if you're worrying about who is being mentioned on someone's Twitter, if your biggest issue is slang 3 days from now at an event, if that's the only thing you have going on in your mind, you may be better equipped. Your capabilities may be better suited for someone else, because my branches fly pretty high. So I'm looking to see what you can catch. What are you capable of holding? Because of everything that you are, everything that brings excitement and turmoil and trouble to your life has only things to do with frivolous things, nothing of weight, nothing of substance, then you may only be a weekend individual and not a lifetime possibility. And that's real. And that's how I assess. And I'm letting you know, for you, if you're wondering, like, how do I know? Well, my thing is, what have they shown you? What have they caught? How have have you even been around them long enough to deal with a death? Have you been around them long enough to have a business or a possibility go to shit? I mean, go to shit. And how have they responded? Because even if they have a pet, so the pet ate the paper, how have they responded to the dog eating the paper? If they can't respond well to the dog eating the paper, what in the whole hell are they going to do when it's time that when you mess up something not knowing? Right. You have to assess that and seeing where they catch you, okay? So that's the purpose of this. I wanted to give you all that story, or I know it's something else, but that's how I assess. And so I've been single for 4 years. I was married before, long-term relationships and everything. And it's not that I don't want to make a mistake. I'd rather make a calculated risk, because there's risk in everything. It's so much risk in everything, but let's make a calculated risk. Let's think about this just a little bit. We don't have to, I get it where, you can assess credit reports, you can get background checks and all that, But sometimes people change, and you're not the totality of those documents. You're not the totality of a lot of things. But you can assess where they are right now, in this moment, to make that happen. So I hope, my intent is to provide value with this session. And if you feel that this is for someone else, you have my permission to share it, to tag someone, so that they can look at their possible partner in a new way. And because for them this might say, you know what, maybe I should back and chill for a little bit and assess a little bit more. Or maybe they'll finally realize, like, wow, they've been doing nothing but catching shit. Like, they've been catching shit for 3 years. Why am I not giving them the time of day? So yes, you can have this. Go right ahead. So I'm just now getting home, and I gotta clean up and make this all right. So I will talk to you guys at a later time. As always, this is Asa Leveaux. Dreams and blessings.